and today we are starting a brand new fan art based on the God of War series. I am so excited to be doing some new artwork based on these games. I've been wanting to do something about them for a really long time, but I just haven't had time between work and, regular videos and life, so I'm happy that I finally have a bit of time to get started on this. I have a really cool idea. As you guys know, I've been playing the God of War original game from 2005, and Kratos is just so different in those games compared to the 2018 game. So I wanted to make an artwork that really reflects these two sides of him. So I'm going to be doing a portrait of Kratos, where one half of his face is going to be Kratos from the 2005 game, with his little goatee, looking very Spartan, mad and angry, just like the personality at that point. And then the other half is going to be Kratos from the 2018 game with his beard, kind of, older, less angry. So I think it'll look really cool having that contrast. I can't wait to get started. First off, we're going to be drawing in pencil the outline and the features, because if I didn't do that, nothing would be symmetrical and it would look probably really bad. So we're going to do that first, and then I'm going to go in with acrylic paint and add the color. Let's get started! So here you might notice that I have some lines drawn on the face. That's to help with symmetry and getting the proportions right, so I can see where the eye should be, which is about halfway down the face, where the nose should be, and then where the mouth should be, which is like a quarter down from the face. And then I also marked out with a ruler on either side to make sure that the eyes were fairly symmetrical. So here I'm starting on the side of Kratos from the original series. I started by adding out a base of white and then went in and added some of the darker shading. Then I'm going to add in the details with a fine black brush and start marking out the eyes, the nose, the mouth, all of those features. And of course he has the biggest pout ever because Kratos is not smiling. Have I ever seen Kratos smile in the series? I don't believe so. Going and adding a little more shading now with a slightly different darker gray. Adding white highlights really adds depth to the painting, like in the eye, on the lips. It just adds reflection and really highlights the features. Finishing off with the white base tone because Kratos, he has that really pale, ashy face, and that's really important to capture here. Now I'm adding in the background, which is kind of out of order. Normally I would add the background first and then paint on top of that, but we're just doing it a little different this time. Okay, so now we're starting in on Kratos from the 2018 game. First thing I did was add some of the shadows and darker areas, which there weren't quite as many on this side of the face because in general it's just lighter, which kind of reflects the differences in the two Kratos personality. And of course we have the red stripe, which just is so striking, and I love the way it looks on this painting. Last thing for the face is the beard. Love Kratos' beard in 2018 game. It just is such an important feature of this character. chose to do blue background this time because it matches the colors of Ragnarok and the newer games in the Norse mythology. So here is the final Kratos painting. I am so happy with the way this turned out. I really think it captures the essence of Kratos from both games, which is something I was kind of worried about. As I've mentioned before, painting people isn't really my strong suit. I usually go for like landscapes and things like that. So tackling a head-on portrait of Kratos was kind of daunting, and I really didn't know if it was going to turn out at all, but I really think it does. You can definitely tell it's Kratos on both sides of the face, but I'm especially happy about the way the 2005 version of Kratos turned out. I think he looks so much like Kratos if you just look at that side, especially the emotion in his face. He just looks so angry and full of rage, which is exactly Kratos in the original series. So I love that side. I really like the other side too, like the 2018 version of Kratos, but I think there's something a little bit missing. Maybe he doesn't have enough wrinkles, it doesn't quite look like an older man on this side, but I still think it definitely looks like Kratos, and I love the beard and the red stripe. I think it all looks really cool. And then when you put the two together, I think it looks just awesome. Like the contrast between the features, the expression, the emotion, the colors, it just all comes together exactly the way I wanted it to. So I'm so happy about that. I had such a great time making this painting and really getting to know Kratos while I was putting it together. As part of figuring out how to paint all his features and how to do this, I really had to study images of Kratos from both games. And so I got to know details that I never would have noticed otherwise, and things that are really different between the two. Like, for example, his eye color is different in the two games. In the original series, he's got more brown, black eyes, and in the new game, he's got green eyes, which I never would have noticed otherwise. So that is really cool. I absolutely love Kratos' character, so any chance to get to know him better is just so great. I hope you guys had fun going through this video with me and watching me pick this fan art. I had such a great time making it with you guys, and I love doing fan art videos, so if you guys have any idea of things that you'd like me to do in the future, leave some ideas in the comment. I love getting inspiration, and I will definitely check them out for later. On that note, if you guys want to join me for my future God of War playthroughs, I'm currently working on playthrough of God of War 1. I'm going to play the entire original trilogy, and eventually I'll be playing Ragnarok whenever it comes out. So if you want to join me for that, make sure that you're subscribed so you can see the next video, or future fan arts for that matter. Anyways, I love you guys so much. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day or night whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you next time.